Hi once again. I thought it was about time I put another telephone up. I have shown this in the past, but I thought I'd just mention it again as a refresher, as it's a little bit different to what you would expect. Now, this is in fact an ITN phone based on our 332 version and originally manufactured over here by Automatic Electric. Now, this one is definitely different and is probably slightly more rare. I know it's nice to have a nice ivory or white one. So I'll have a little talk about it. Now, as you can see, normally with ITI phones, the Indian telephones, the base plate is where you would mount all your components, but not in this case. And while we've got it this way, show you a picture of the diagram. It's a very clear diagram, and what I'd say is a full diagram with extras on there as well. The actual capacitor has two sets of terminals, which is a little bit different from later ones. You've got your block terminal, writing along the bottom. You've got your induction coil and your bell, which are in series 2 500 ohms coils, which are enamelled. Now that's what is slightly different to what you'd normally see on an Indian 332. Note, these are typical of ITI phones. Let's turn him over and have another little look at the back. The back is fitted exactly the same as the English versions. There's the instructions, or the maker, the type, model. You've also got the year 61-1. You have the year again on there. Another number up there. But the main thing is it's Indian Telephone Industries Limited. Notice the little feet where you would find them on the English 332. They're not incorporated to hold the base on. So we've definitely got the English version of the 332. Now, turning the phone over, I haven't taken the innards out. Here we have the innards, which are identical to the English version. The only difference is the dial. And I haven't shown the dial. There you can just see it down there. But it's the Automatic Electric type dial. In fact, these ones were made by Automatic Electric, and then ITI made them. And how do I know that? Let's have a look at the front. This one is in need of a little bit of TLC. The cords have got very, very hard, and they definitely needs to be recorded. And the dial itself is still working at the moment, but it does need a little bit of time spent on it to make it work even better. Notice the finger stop and the 0 or the O, that space, and that tells you it's an automatic electric dial which were fitted to Indian phones. This is a nice silver stainless, if you like, silvery coloured dial, which is typical of older phones. Just numbers, no letters. It hasn't got a drawer. It's got a space for a drawer, but this model was made with a blank. I think it's fairly rare to get them with drawers. There's the phone. The plungers identical. Everything is identical to the 332. Even they say, and I'll look at it again, telephone number 332. So here we have another example of the good old 332 style phone. I've shown the one previously from Portugal, and that was also called 332 with the same handset. Now the handset was, I believe, originally designed for the Siemens phone, the pyramid phone, the 232. 232 definitely had this style of handset, but the phone itself was designed by Ericsson's in Sweden and features on quite a few phones sort of around the world. They may be slightly different, but they're basically the same shape. The innards, once again, would vary. The dial would vary. As you here see variants of the dial. The English style dial would also fit in here. No problem there. But it wouldn't be authentic. Anyway, I think that's all I've got to say on this one. As I say, see the side of the dial there. It hasn't got that like a double stop that some of the earlier ones had, but nevertheless a well-made phone and would adorn any hallway to show this phone off. And just to recap, if you're on Virgin and don't get paid to give these adverts, you can still use the good old dial, because the hub has a way of converting Strowger pulses to tones. So yes, you can still use the old dial plus the modern press button or touch tone. Anyhow, it's been nice talking about this. As I said the other day, I do like talking, and now that I can upload these videos so much faster, once again, thanks to Virgin. You never know, they might pay me for this, but I doubt it. The service I get from them is very, very good now. I just realised what I was missing in the past, waiting hours for stuff to upload. Now it uploads virtually immediately, very much immediately. I know if I use the camera which is on high definition, it takes a little bit longer, but I don't think that's due to the uploading. That's actually due to YouTube taking extra time to process the actual video. Anyhow, that's all I've got to say. A lot of you are going to say thank God for that. So there we are, the Indian, not the normal Indian phone that you'd see, but a nice example, and as I still say, would look very nice in the hallway, in the living room, give it a place of honour to sit and show off. It's nice. I know these are, well, I don't know about this model, but the Indian phones are generally cheaper than the English versions, but this one is an exception, so don't ask me how much it's worth. To me, I'm never going to sell it, so there's your answer there. Anyhow, thanks again for watching, and we'll have a little look to see what we'll put up next. Thank you. Any questions, please ask. Thank you again. Thank you.